Was your lineup for this evening? We're going to kick things off in this C1 category of weights with a light flyweight contest. Yosbany VEITIA goes up against Temirtas ZHUSSUPOV. So replacement in for ZHUSSUPOV, but both men would have been making their debut on the WSB tonight. ZHUSSUPOV, 26 years of age, and this very much a tactical ploy from the head coach of this Astana Arlans team, Sergei Koshinsky. So experienced at this level, the most experienced coach on the WSB, knows exactly what he's doing tonight. It wouldn't be his first string lineup. This group of athletes that he has brought in just underline the strength and depth of Kazakhstan boxing right now. We know what he did in the off-season. He just let a lot of the international boxers that were appearing for Kazakhstan last year go, and brought through this group of very young, very talented boxers to complete the Arlans lineup. If you are new to the WSB, well, Astana Arlans is the alpha male in a wolf pack. That's what these guys are all about. And the Wolves claimed the title last season with that dramatic overtime victory against Ukraine Ottomans. And they will be looking to go all the way again this season. And tonight is all about taking a look at the team that has probably emerged as their main rivals in the Cuba Domadores. So ZHUSSUPOV finally takes to the ring, 46 to 49 kilogram light flyweight category for bout one. But he's got his work cut out tonight.
Yosbany VEITIA.
So VEITIA, the southpaw, world rank 1, 21 years of age. His debut season, which is the case for all the Cuban boxers on the WSB, has gone very well so far. 4 bouts and 4 wins so far. We'll be looking for a clean sweep to support that #1 ranking as he comes into the ring tonight. Well, fantastic youth boxer, this young man. A couple of appearances in the latter stages of the Youth World Championships, bronze and a silver. Lost to some pretty decent competitors along the way. Joselito Velasquez, the Mexican fighter we saw in action in Group B a couple of weeks ago. He's the man that defeated him a few years ago, but since then, VEITIA has barely looked back on his WSB season. So far, so good.
En la esquina de Astana Arlans de Kazakhstan, Temirtas ZHUSSUPOV.
So ZHUSSUPOV
de Domadores
introduced to the crowd along with his opponent.
Yosbany VEITIA.
VEITIA certainly does look the part. As with quite a few of this Cuban team this season, he has delivered the goods.
Efectivamente, después de la actividad cultural y de la presentación de los integrantes de ambas escuadras, se inicia el duelo de vuelta.
So, Forte Albino of Italy will be looking after this one.
Los cubanos se impusieron.
3 judges selected at random, remember, by the computer to score this 10-point must system. And away we go with round 1. 5 3-minute rounds to decide this first bout at light flyweight. In the white trunks, Yosbany VEITIA. And in the gold and black of the champions, Temirtas ZHUSSUPOV making his debut, and it's a comfortable start for the Kazakh boxer, looking to dominate the centre of that ring. Just look at the balance, the poise of VEITIA.
De Kazajstán, campeón nacional en noviembre de 2013.
Covering up nicely
against
the Arlans man at the moment.
26 años, debutando en la Serie Mundial, el kazajo. VEITIA tiene 4 victorias.
Feisty start this from
Rápido, Kazajstán con muy buenos boxeadores. Un país con una gran tradición boxística.
Just can't get at
Primero,
VEITIA, can he?
púgiles a la ex Unión Soviética.
VEITIA leading with that strong jab. Remember, southpaw, and that's not going to be too comfortable for ZHUSSUPOV.
Titulares mundiales olímpicos.
Got that very open stance, very square on to the Cuban, and that's a nice target
VEITIA con experiencia
VEITIA.
también en el Mundial de Bakú, en los Juegos Olímpicos de Londres. Se fue sin preseas en esos dos eventos. Muy rápido, bastante técnico. Aquí se espera la mayor resistencia, el rival de más consideración, el de Marco Forestal.
Well, solid start this from ZHUSSUPOV, and just underlines Kozinski's policy this evening. Got every faith in his second string in these categories. And a lively start, as I said, from the Kazakh, but he's been picked off a couple of times so far. VEITIA been quite careful about this opening round, just weighing up his opposition, just seeing what he's got. But this is a feisty effort from the man in the gold trunks. Into the last 30 seconds then of this opening round. It's absolutely flown by, hasn't it? Well, great work from ZHUSSUPOV, refusing to give up the centre of the ring. Well, VEITIA's movement and his defensive moves as well, just as high quality as the attacking. And we come to the end of the first round, and the Domadores boxer, as I think most of the home side will feel this evening, they won't be that comfortable up against these boxers that, you know, they don't know a lot about. These are boxers that don't have a reputation on the WSB, making their first appearance tonight, 3 of them for Kazakhstan. As most boxing fans will tell you, the superior fighter does not want to be shown up in a contest against a boxer that they haven't come across that much before, if at all. And ZHUSSUPOV, under the coach's instructions, getting stuck in that first round, and certainly making VEITIA think about it. So there's your scores for round 1. No surprise to see them come out that way. 10-9, that means a close round under the 10-point must system. But in the end, VEITIA just getting that across the line. So a decent opener, but the Domadores boxer still being very careful about this in the second round. Well, ZHUSSUPOV is rapid. Exceptionally quick in and out of range. Managing to land a couple of scoring blows there as well in the early phase of this second round. Look at VEITIA's movement. ZHUSSUPOV is very concerned, isn't he? And now VEITIA just starting to spoil the rhythm of the Kazakh boxer. Just not letting him settle. This is a great comeback from the Cuban. Oh, and even got the shuffle in there as well. Swing and a miss from VEITIA. Caught him that time though, that stiff jab from VEITIA. ZHUSSUPOV's got to watch himself walking onto that. Needs to keep the Domadores fighter chasing him. That's the first bit of contact we've seen in this fight. Unbelievable fitness levels from both men. It's relentless work. ZHUSSUPOV caught with another decent jab. VEITIA coming forward, but he knows he's in a scrap here. Inside the last 30 seconds of round two. ZHUSSUPOV could probably do with just keeping himself out of range here for the last phase of this second round, but he's not having any of it. On the front foot once again, the Kazakh boxer. This is spirited stuff from the visitor. VEITIA just can't tag him at the moment. So, end of the second round. And in case you were wondering, Domadores means tamer, as in lion tamer. And it's the wolves of Kazakhstan that Cuba have to tame this evening, but at the moment, VEITIA is being given a real workout here. Still, though, that cultured work of the Cuban coming to the fore. But it has not stopped ZHUSSUPOV trying to dominate that ring and trying to keep moving forward. It's a good effort so far from the Arlans man, and he's still looking very confident in the corner, and it's a little closer. Well, look at that. A and C judges going on that occasion with the Arlans man. And the world #1 at the moment, Yosbany VEITIA, he's having to work very, very hard for his victory. Round 3 of 5 underway in this tremendously entertaining light flyweight bout to open our contest this evening here in Havana. ZHUSSUPOV still trying to work from the centre of the ring, and VEITIA, you get the feeling, still to a certain extent toying with his opponent here. But every time he sets himself, ZHUSSUPOV is on it in a flash. Perfectly happy to come into range and try and tag his man. Just a little word from referee Albino. Just asking ZHUSSUPOV just to watch his hands when he goes into those close quarters. And VEITIA, at the moment, can't find his shots. Well, unlike a lot of southpaws we've seen in action on the WSB this season, VEITIA not as comfortable switching his stance. That's a nice left. Just tagging ZHUSSUPOV as he came in again. Nice work, good body shots there from VEITIA, and then a nice follow-up, another left. Just catching ZHUSSUPOV, and he's getting caught quite a bit now as we head towards the back end of this third round. And again, VEITIA now getting some pretty good shots, all scoring as well. Just getting them away as ZHUSSUPOV advances, and that's just stopped the Kazakh boxer coming forward temporarily. Oh, good shot as they broke. The referee asking for the break and not getting it in time, and VEITIA just got tagged there. And again, So bell to end the third round, and this has been far from convincing. And there will be one man with a very big smile on his face right now, Sergei Kozhinsky. Sent 3 boxers in this 5-man lineup into this contest, and it's just one of those interesting situations. If those debut boxers go down easily, head coach says, so what? They were debutants. If they give the Domadores fighters a bit of trouble, then he starts to talk about the fact that just think what our A-string can do. But I tell you what, if one of these Arlans debut boys can pull off a victory here, then that will be a real feather in the cap. And no surprise that VEITIA gets that round. So just about keeping his nose in front, but those scores really do indicate how this whole bout has felt. VEITIA just ahead. Now, in terms of a victory on home soil, he'll be looking to just keep that as it is, the status quo. And surely ZHUSSUPOV going to struggle to keep up this work rate for all 5 rounds. 4th round underway then. Once again, VEITIA just moving, staying out of range, asking his man to commit before he finds him with the counter. Well, referee has kept this really open, and he's allowed both fighters at close quarters to do quite a bit of work. But it's good to see such an open fight here to kick things off in Havana. ZHUSSUPOV still moving. Still trying to make himself a tricky target. He is ultra cautious. That's what's stopping him really commit to the punches. Good left there from VEITIA. That did definitely rock ZHUSSUPOV back. It's another good jab as well as he moves him into the ropes, and ZHUSSUPOV now starting to lose control of this ring a little bit. VEITIA making his presence felt here. Good solid body shot, this time with the right from VEITIA, and referee Albino saying, when I break, you break. When I call it, you've got to go. Oh, good combination, but didn't land any of them. A lot of work for nothing there from ZHUSSUPOV. Now, this is where ZHUSSUPOV has continued to commit in the back phase of each round, and he's scored quite frequently as well. Last 10 seconds. Once again, VEITIA just covering up for that last flurry. Solid work, very mature work from the 21-year-old Cuban. But you've got to hand it to the 26-year-old Temirtas ZHUSSUPOV. He's giving a really good account of himself in this fight. 1 3-minute round to go, and absolutely no sign that the Arlans man is going to slow up. It's an unbelievably energetic performance from him. Pretty healthy phase though for VEITIA in the mid-phase of that 4th round. A lot of decent scoring blows, a couple of really solid jabs and a good body shot as well in there. But still, it is close. VEITIA has a margin, at least, to take into this 5th and final round of this opening contest here in Havana. Light flyweight. ZHUSSUPOV in the gold trunks against the home boxer Yosbany. VEITIA in the white. And away we go for 3 more minutes of energy-packed boxing from these two. ZHUSSUPOV, I think, needs a couple of big shots in this last round if he's going to come away with anything from this one. But as I've already said, I don't think that is the exercise tonight in terms of Kozienski. He's seen 5 rounds with the #1 ranked boxer, and he's got a lot of stuff to work with there when he checks the video out. VEITIA just getting told off for turning around. Well, decent left from ZHUSSUPOV. Tried again, just caught him with the right this time coming into contact. Oh, big shots on the break, and referee Albino's got to keep an eye on that. Now, VEITIA is starting to open up here. Oh, he's got him. Well, that was a great shot from the Arlans man, just looking at his corner there to see if it was a genuine knockdown. Not taking a standing 8, so looks like that was a combination of being off balance and getting caught. Oh, this is great stuff. ZHUSSUPOV fancies this. Well, this is an unbelievable finish to this fight. Questions being asked here by Temirtas ZHUSSUPOV. And the reigning champions looking to send a message out tonight with what is effectively a 2nd string in some of the weight categories. VEITIA not looking nearly as composed as he was. And both men very, very tired at the end of this one. Another good shot from ZHUSSUPOV. He is determined, isn't he? Well, he has barely stopped coming forward all night long in this contest. Good shots, great stuff from VEITIA. Left-right combination, but couldn't follow it up. And there goes the bell to end an intriguing opener. My goodness me. A little bit of blood as well on VEITIA's nose. And it's all grist to the mill. It all plays into Coach Kozienski's hands. And Yosbany VEITIA, that was not the 5th round that he was looking for. I just love the look to the corner from ZHUSSUPOV, just looking across at his coach, Sergei Kozienski, after this. There's the smile on the face that tells you that was not a knockdown. That was a combination of slip and contact. The Arlans man looked across at his head coach as if to say, did I tag him? And Kozienski just said, get in there, just get in there. And he tried everything he could to finish that off. It was a very, very good effort from the Arlans man, but you can't take it away from VEITIA. Still looks like a class act, doesn't he, down there? So the decision then on bout #1.
49-46. Juez de Brasil, 49-46.
Well, as we thought, it's close.
Juez de Ecuador, 47-48. El vencedor por votación dividida en la esquina de los Domadores de Cuba.
He did enough work in those opening rounds to manage to get that one across the line, and the fans here in the Ciudad Deportiva in Havana get to celebrate a first win.